Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Brooklyn Double Shade 3-Light Bath Sconce. This is the 1375. So they call this a bath sconce, but you can use this in all kinds of different places. I think this would be great in applications like hallways. It's reversible, so you could actually have it pointing up. You could have it in kitchens, like over a bank of windows, putting light down on counters. If you don't have an application for getting light down on counters against walls, great opportunity to use this. Let's talk about a couple things on finishes. So you notice there's a pull-down menu that says choose your finish, and under that says choose the finish for the accent. So on this fixture, the back plate on this, the arms coming out, the top shade is going to be the fixture part. You're also going to have a secondary shade that's going to be underneath it. So we'll kind of play around with these. Are the actual shades. All hand forged too. They're really beautifully done. And they kind of line up like that. And then, so this is the bottom shade, this is going to be the accent, and then this is going to be part of the fixture, the top shade, and like I said, the arm and the part that goes on the wall. Okay. You also notice that they limit you on finishes on this, so there's quite a few finishes that we do that are not going to be available as standard product, like dark smoke and bronze, and there may be other fixtures you're using in the same project that you want to match these up. We can do custom finishes on this, and then we'd be doing the coastal finishes. How you go about that is to drop me a quick email. Say you're looking at the 1375. Tell me what you're looking for and what your plan is. I'm going to take that email, send it through customs, and we'll figure out what we can do for you. It's just a little time and money, but we do it every day. Let's talk about glass really quick. It's going to be using Hubbardton Forge's opal glass. This is that nice opaque white glass, all hand blown. I'll talk more about it later in the video. There's an embedded ring in the top. It's aluminum. It's threading on the inside, and that's going to go over the socket and kind of hide at the top of the shades here. Now let's talk about a couple other things. I want to show you more information about the backplate. That's going to be a 5-inch round backplate. It goes over your 4-inch junction box. I want to show you some information about it by showing you the installations instructions right now. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you how you put it together. It's going to show you a full parts list. It shows you how it goes over the junction box. Lots of good information, and technical line drawings are going to be there too, so take advantage of it if you can. Let's talk also about what's going on inside of each of these as far as lamping goes. It's going to be using a G9 socket. G9 sockets take G9 bulbs, of course, and these are the little bulbs, and they just push in just like that. This is a halogen. If you want to stick with old school halogen, you can do that. It's going to be a 60-watt halogen in each of these three. If you want to go beyond that, you can go to LED, and a lot of you guys are going to want to do that. This is kind of my favorite LED for this G9. It's a 75-watt one that I use in my showroom a lot. They come in all kinds of different flavors, so we go over LEDs all the time. This is a phosphorus one, and again, it has the little prongy things on the bottom. So you'll notice there's kind of orange pads inside. Sometimes there are orange lines. These are called cob LEDs, and they have all the little corn cob rows of LEDs, including in the end. And like I said, I like to use these a lot. 75-watt equivalent. That's a 40-watt equivalent. This is a 60-watt equivalent. I got these on Amazon. Very easy to get these. You can get them on 1001bulbs.com, justbulbs.com. You could probably find them at Ace Hardware, those kind of places. But quite honestly, Amazon to us was the easiest way to go. What you want to put in is G9 LED, basically, light bulb. And then there you go. You're going to get a big selection to look at. They're going to offer you all kinds of different types of these bulbs, but we can kind of narrow them down right now. So let's say you're doing this, like I said, in the bathroom. They're going to offer you different colors of light for these light bulbs. They're going to offer you 2700 Kelvin, which is like super yellow-orange, like a setting sun. But they're also going to offer you some in daylight, and a lot of them will be in daylight. Don't let that fool you. That is a blue-white hospital waiting room light, and it's totally up to you which if you go in that direction. But generally, that's going to be 4,000, 5,000, even 6,000 Kelvin on the Kelvin scale. What we like to use in our showroom is the kind of light we grew up with, that nice warm incandescent glow. That's called warm white in the LED world. That's going to be 3,000 Kelvin. And like I said, that's what we use for this guy right here. The light coming down on my hands, this is 3,000 Kelvin warm white LED bulbs just above. So that's what we generally like. It's a dimmable fixture. Most people aren't going to dim these in a bathroom, but you might as well kind of look for that bulb. If you can find it and it says dimmable, it's probably better just to get it anyway, because you may elect to dim this. In other applications, like in hallways or in kitchens or in places like that, living rooms, you definitely do want to dim it. So make sure it says dimmable. Talk to your installer if you do buy that bulb. Tell them it's a dimmable LED so they put the correct dimmer on the wall for you. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the end. You can see them on these two pieces, and it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, do me a favor, look over on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to see a lot of red tabs over there. One is going to be the Finishes Help Guide. When you're done with this video, go over there and open that up for me, and you're going to see a video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a color chart just below the video, so scroll down a little bit, you'll see that chart. You'll notice there are pictures that have the letter A on them, pictures that have the letter B on them, and I'm going to be talking about that range you can see in variance on there in that video. So it's really important to watch the video, use that chart. When you're done with all that, come back down to that chart. You can click on any of those pictures and see a lot more samples of Hubbardton Forge fixtures in that finish. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in dark smoke, click on dark smoke. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in vintage platinum, do the same, and so on and so on and so on. That's a great way for you to see a lot of Hubbardton Forge stuff in different finishes and really take advantage of that, okay? So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's On display page on our website. It's going to be back in the red tabs over there. A lot of good things in that section. Check out. So when you open that up, you'll see it's all divided up into different sections like dining pendants and outdoor lighting. We're always adding to that. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. They don't even have a showroom like this. Nobody does. And they use this as their showroom when you guys come to Vermont to visit us. So lots and lots to see here. You can see all the different glass, all the different finishes, all the different fabrics, all of those things. In addition to that, we have a clearance center. So the clearance center stuff are returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. That's an amazing deal for you. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you have to come here to Vermont to see us. And when you do me a favor, measure all the kind of things about your project and what you guys are doing. So the most important thing is measure your ceiling heights to begin with. Measure distances between junction boxes and like windows and ceilings and those kind of things. So if you're looking at sconces on the wall, you can see if they're going to fit for you. If you're doing pendants over a kitchen island, measure the distances between those junction boxes. Widths of tables, kitchen tables, dining tables, lengths of tables, islands, all that good stuff. And also do a couple more things. If you guys have some tablets or iPads lying around, take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the kitchen, take pictures of the projects you're doing. Bring that in so we can kind of go through those pictures together and we'll be able to see what you guys are up to, okay? And also the boxes and clearance stuff, are basically packed for shipping. Don't forget, these were supposedly shipped out. So the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, so bring a decent size SUV if you want to take stuff home. It's a really good opportunity for you. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer that offers 90-day returns and no restocking fees. That's 3 months after you receive something to send it back, and there's no restocking fee on that. Some larger items and custom things, and it's usually going to be big things on pallets, are going to be non-returnable. It'll always tell you on the page for an item if that is the case, so always keep an eye out for that. And we also offer a rush program. So to get all these different metal finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. They generally take about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's really, really inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email, and I can clue you in on details, okay? So our showroom in Vermont is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop a quick email, you can do that all the time. And that's going to be at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. Or you can call me during business hours, 802-446-2400. So thank you for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.